This holiday season, every time you purchase a 12-ounce SnortBucks coffee, a portion of the proceeds will be given to the Penny Foundation, the world's premier charity dedicated to helping down-on-their-luck content creators pay their daily bills.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money. I need my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill.
So stop by your local SnortBucks today and help send some penny their way.
Season's greetings and happy holidays from everybody here at GTG Network and Productions, DSP News, the Snort Report, SnortBucks Coffee Company, the best beverage company, Art Snort's Gin and Tonic, and Tim Snortons. It's a thing. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Welcome back to 12 Days of Goutmas, part of 25 Days Till Goutmas, part of my holiday Hallmark collection. Part of the Goutopian Hallmark collection or some shit. I don't know. I'll figure out something with that later. But fun stuff's all around. Fun stuff all around. Hopefully you guys are doing well. And let's go ahead and see what is on the menu today, shall we? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be here with DSP Tries and Memology 101. Big ups. As you know, the links to all the videos will be down in the description. We'll have two videos that will be on the menu, if you will. Let's see here. DSP goes off on Kino Casino and trashes them and their fans and desperately begs or are desperate begging and doesn't hit the goal. Fitting. In our second video, last video to round it off, will DSP massive cope rant about Kino Casino. Blue collar streamer and kick chat. Purge continues. Jesus Christ, bro. Those on the war path, man. Dude, here's the thing. For as let's actually change our scene up a little bit. As much as active as I was this year, and I was fairly active, there's a ridiculous amount of stuff that I missed. For various reasons. There was a lot of testing and stuff that we were doing or whatever. So funny stuff, man. So I got a lot of stuff to go over from last year in 2024 that we'll do over here, as well as whatever's current. I'm working it out. But it should be fun either which way. Season's greetings and happy holidays to all of you guys. And let's go ahead and get our situation going. I don't smell no holiday bacon cooking. So let's see here. All right. Let's give proper introductions and let's get the ball rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with DSP Tries and Memology 101. DSP goes off on Kino Casino, trashes the goes off on Kino Casino and trashes them and their fans. Desperate begging and doesn't hit the goal. This is from March 25th of 2025, our year of the snake, if you will. Without further ado, here we go.
Like, no exaggeration, it's about 95 freaking degrees in here right now. I'll be in here till 4. Yep. It just sucks. I would put...
Wait, doesn't he have the ceiling fans in here by now? I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking. Because I thought he had the ceiling fans installed back in December of 2024. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit.
The air conditioner in. I left my phone downstairs. I guess I don't need it. I would put the air conditioner in, but in 2 days it's going to go down to cooling 25 degrees again. So I'll put it in and then I'm not going to need it and then it's going to get cold. Like, God damn it. I hate this in between. If it was full on.
No, he's an idiot. Instead of sitting there and just waiting until it actually gets cold to uninstall the fucking fucking air conditioner or whatever, his space cooler. Instead of doing that, he does it. He literally disassembles it around the same time each and every year. And each and every year it gets warmer and warmer, but he don't know that because he's a fucking retard. And then we go into bitch fits like this. Just wait until it gets cold. Just wait a week or two after it gets cold and whatever, and then uninstall the shit. Instead, you want to be a mongoloid and do this just so he can complain. And I literally think that's the only reason why. It's a force of habit. He can't break it, and he's addicted to bitching. He's addicted to complaining, and he'll put himself in a compromising situation just to do it. Now, can I prove that? Not necessarily, but there's some pretty good examples out there, I think, that would follow up or help me out in my endeavor.
On into heat and summer, I'd pop the air conditioner in, I'd be good. If it was going to stay cool, then I'd be good. Now I'm in the middle. It's like, sucks. All right. Snow Carly, it is not 67 degrees here. It is in the mid 70s and is full sun outside. Please stop reading bullshit online. It's very hot here right now. And as I said, this room.
Keep in mind, with all the electronics he has in there, everything's like 15 degrees, 20 degrees hotter anyway. You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Room heats up to about 20 to 25 degrees hotter than whatever it is outside in the afternoons when the sun is on it. And the sun is on it right now. That's the problem. The sun is beating on this office wall.
I mean, maybe you should have paid attention to the weather report. You know, they give you like 10, you can have like up to 10 days, Phil, like weather forecasting. You know what that means? It's an assumption of what it might be that day. Maybe you could have waited. All right, whatever. A dent's going to be a dent.
And so, guys, I'm here for another about hour and a half, okay?
Good for you.
Please support the stream, all right? I don't want to sit here and mention it a zillion times. We're not even at to a third of the goal. We had good momentum. Last night, we had a really well-supported stream of Disco Elysium. Now, I'm doing some action. This is the only time I can play Call of Duty this week, all right?
It doesn't matter. You're bad at it anyway, so who gives a shit?
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm having fun. Now I'm going to get to snipe, which I really want to do. Please support it, all right? Let's get some subs. Let's get some memberships. Let's get some tips. Let's get some super chats right now, okay? Let's hit it. Let's get a few. Like I said, every match, if I got one contribution every match, I'd be...
It's so crazy how fucking Black Ops 7 is basically DOA on arrival. It's so fucking ridiculous. And dude, at the time that I'm recording, they're talking about giving, they're talking about making it free to play for like 7 days. And they may actually go further than that. But I can't remember the last time they had a free weekend during the Black Ops 6, during Black Ops 6 run. But I do remember during Modern Warfare 3 DLC Remastered, they had like a free weekend. They may have had two, actually, now I think about it, like every season. They had it during the regular season, and then they would have it during the season, during the Reloaded, which is towards the end of the season. They always had like a free weekend or whatever, 3 or 4 days or whatever. He did that throughout Modern Warfare 3, but then again, it was DLC. They were the wolves were at the barbarians were at the gate and shit. The wolves were literally coming out the woods, so they had no choice. And ironically enough, they were still able to salvage Modern Warfare 3 to some degree. But Black Ops 7, we're not even been out for less than about a month, and that damn thing's already dead. Microsoft is pissed. They're already talking about downscaling. Downscaling the studios and shit. They're talking about studio mergers. Fucking Charlie Intel is getting his back kicked in, and they're sitting there saying, hey, now you better report this, son. You're on the payroll and whatnot. Ghost of Hope, who's one of the most reputable leakers on Twitter, literally Microsoft is and Activision are trying to hunt his ass down, or at least discredit him and say that what he's saying is not true. It's not true. It's a mess. It was a mess. I knew the moment I saw the gameplay for that game, I knew that it was going to be shit. I knew it. I knew it. And even if you think the gameplay is good, even if you think the gunplay is good, the game itself functions like trash. You know what I'm saying? And then the bait and switch on fucking skill-based matchmaking, whatever. It was almost like it was just desserts. Who could say?
Good.
Right now on KO Gaming, I have over 5,000 subscribers. If half of those subscribers gave $1 a month, right?
I love how he really thought that was going to work. If half of them would give money to his Patreon, he'd be good. Okay. And keep in mind, we still had ad revenue at that time as well.
Is nothing. What, a pack of gum? That would be a tremendous help to me. $1 helps. I'm not kidding you. It really does.
And by the way, I should say this. I'll make the offer today for 20 subs over on Kick. If you give 20 subs, I'll give you both the VIP and the OG badges. I'll do both. We'll do that deal now. I haven't done it in a bit. Let's bring that back. If you want the VIP and OG badges in my chat, we'll do the 2-for-1 deal today. Okay? Okay.
What are those supposed to be, like trophy unlocks and shit for like Microsoft and fucking Sony? Is that what that's supposed to be? I'm sorry, but like the more that I listen to his dumb ass, the more it all feels like just microtransactions, DLCs, and just game unlocks because you've played so much or you've paid so much in this particular case. I'm having a really hard time not seeing it as anything but that. I'm trying though. I'm trying. I really am.
So, Non-Functional Gaming did a $2 Australian super chat, which is about $1.30. Says, I'd simp more, but I don't want to stop innovation. That's the opposite of what I said this morning. I said, if you haven't noticed, when people actually supported me, I upgraded my setup massively.
That's not innovation, though, to be honest with you, because the content's not getting any better. Just because your Pee-wee's Playhouse is starting to become more and more full and whatnot doesn't mean that the content's any better. What's the point of you buying all those peripherals, buying multiple gaming PCs and all this bullshit if the content's still trash? And every time you have a technical issue, it takes up an entire stream. It almost makes it seem like it wasn't worth it. It almost seems like everything is basically glorified paperweight. But don't worry, I'll wait for someone else to prove me different.
Improved the amount of content I'm doing. I improved the variety of content I'm doing. I added new events. I did all kinds of new stuff.
I added new events. Is that like supposed to be the special events where come in and spend in even more money and whatnot on this thing that you guys have already paid for? Holy shit. Oh my god. You know what? He should work for a game studio. He might as well. He's already part of the archetype. He treats this shit like a live service. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a game that's under a live service, right? So, and you know how those things always try to nickel and dime you in every which way. This is what this is. That's literally what this is at the most barest of at the most barest of cost, if you will. Or at its end all be all, I should say. That's all this is. Crazy, bro. Which is funny because he's pissed off and he gets mad at those type of archetypes or business archetypes, right? Or business methods. And yet he's implementing them themselves. And why is that? Because he's a consumer and he falls for it every single time. So he assumes that if he's going to fall for it, then other people would too. Stupid as stupid does.
When you support Kino Casino, they literally go on an extra vacation. That's what I said. But
at least when they come back, they have something to show for it. You know what I'm saying? They don't look tired. They don't look beaten down and whatnot. Hence the reason why they take the time off. They've been afforded to do so. And they come back rejuvenated and shit, and they have something else to say. Instead of you having your struggle session to put out slop. See how that works? No, you don't. You're stupid.
You didn't listen to that. All you think is that if you support, it means that you're stifling innovation. That's not what I said.
But that's literally what they're doing, though. They are stifling innovation. Because you're never forced to do anything until you have to. There's nothing preemptive about you.
I said, people react differently to support. I definitely do things differently than they did. You see?
That's funny because if I go back to Vest Streak, what did he actually invest in? Except for a bunch of like $10 or $15 vests on Amazon. What did he do to innovate the content? Why didn't he get a new computer back then? Why didn't he get new peripherals back then? Makes you think.
But I guess you missed that part because, you know, you had your head up your ass. But thanks for the super chat. It's always nice when you idiotically try to spin something into something.
I can't wait till, man, if I don't see a fucking mountain of chargebacks in the beginning of the first quarter of 2026, I'm going to be disappointed with the writer's room. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not advocating for anything, but god dog, as reckless as this dude's been talking, shit.
I don't think it's not. To be a toxic idiot. Well, that's the thing. He says quality over quantity. Well, the thing is, quality is in the eye of the beholder, right? In the eyes of my viewers, actual gameplay, reviews, content that doesn't hurt people and instead helps is better than hurtful content.
What? The fuck? All right. I guess it's supposed to be his lame brain, smooth gen brain fucking definition of not doing drama content, I guess. All right.
Everyone can like different content. I don't care if you like their stuff. I don't.
That's full of shit. He ain't said. That's why he shits on them when they take those vacations and they come back and they're like, "Oh, you're just getting the same shit," and then you're mad when they leave. Or all those years he ain't shitting on fucking PewDiePie, Markiplier, shit. His times that he shitted on Max for the content he does. What the fuck are you talking about? Like all of this shit is like recorded. Like all this shit can be found. He spent years shitting on other content creators because they didn't do things the way he felt they should. But then when he got criticized for doing his bullshit guerrilla style, record the fucking TV with a camcorder, he defended that shit like his life depended on it. Maybe in some ways it did. More his ego than anything, honestly.
But it doesn't mean that people can't like my stuff too. It's called live and let live, right? It's
Yeah, because you're good at doing that.
called, you know, everyone just kind of getting along and leaving each other alone if they don't like each other. And I'm okay with that. That's always been my mentality.
Yeah, you're full of shit on that one too.
Now, especially now as I get older, I realize that being a
So past Phil has to get butt fucked so current Phil can act like he's better, and no one gives a shit about future Phil until he finally rears his ugly head. Okay, Phil, gotcha. I swear to God, dude, this dude has multiple personality syndrome or some shit, or he's a schizophrenic or some shit. He has to. Because, like, funny enough, when I started that kind of silly ass meme about past Phil fucking over future Phil, fucking over present Phil or whatever, it was meant to be a joke, but it was the best way I could justify it at the time. But Jesus Christ, as more time goes on, that's all he really does. It doesn't, like, Phil is not one person. Phil is split up into basically into three people. You know what I'm saying? You got DSP, you got Phil Burnell, and you got Darkside Phil. And someone has to eat the shit. And someone has to be the victim. And the other one is the cause of all of it. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, that's fucking crazy. Maybe that's why he refers himself to in the third person all the time. Maybe that's the only way he can do it. It's the only way he can live with it.
jealous and being stupid about this stuff just doesn't make sense. That for me, I'd much rather just do my thing and leave everybody else alone.
No, the reason why that is because one, he didn't get his message over because DSP is always trying to poison the well, and two, when people started to turn against him, he sat there and he ate shit over it. Obviously, the Kojima thing is probably a perfect example.
And that's what I intend to do. You want more gameplay, not more camera angles. Okay, well, I already work 6 days a week full-time giving you insane amounts of gameplay, so how exactly would I do that? Would you?
I mean, it's slop. It's not gameplay. It's just garbage. It's literally just garbage.
You like me to clone myself? That's a really stupid thing to say. For someone who works as much as I do, to say, oh, we want more.
Also, I'm the most prolific YouTuber there's ever been.
What the fuck?
That sucked. He was point blank, and I tried to shoot straight, but look at
Do you not have a secondary? God damn, you're an idiot.
my ping. Dude,
His reaction's too slow anyway, though, so who gives a shit?
the camera did it again? What the fuck?
I do. That's funny. That's a great screenshot. I do. I'll probably talk to Diggs about it when he gets back. But as it pertains to Black Ops 7, maybe not so much Black Ops 6, but we'll see. But Black Ops 7, I want all of the gameplay that he was on Nuketown. I'm gonna go over all that shit. I want to see this cat get caught up in the fucking meat grinder vortex and shit and see how he handles. I think it'll be fun.
Hey, camera. All right, hold on. The camera's being stupid today.
Money well spent, I'm sure.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Have you updated the firmware? No? Because you're stupid? Okay.
Is it following me now? I see now the camera, it stopped following me again. This is so weird. There we go. Guys, we're a buck
Given where the angle is, why does it need to follow him? You're looking right at it. God damn, you stupid.
away from 50. Get me to 50, and then let's make a push for the end of the stream to at least hit $100. All right? Let's do it. I am definitely noticing this game is getting less and less support. I've definitely noticed this over the last, couple of weeks. So maybe you think it's time to get rid of it? Things I like.
No, maybe it's because you can't carry, the game shouldn't be expected to carry you. You know what I'm saying? You wanted people to be so invested in you that it shouldn't matter what the game is. Okay, fair enough. Now you have it, and you're boring. You're literally boring. And now you're dependent on the game to carry, and the game can't. Imagine that.
I like Call of Duty. I'm enjoying playing and getting better with the sniper. Like you see, now I finally got the sniper I wanted, and I'm starting to get better, these insta-kills and everything. But maybe it's played out. It could be that it's just played out. I mean, people earlier today, someone actually said, and I forgot to respond, they said, is this the longest you've ever played a Call of Duty? I think it might be. I think the only one that I played this long was when I was playing, not Warzone, but earlier I remember there was the original Battle Royale.
Black Ops 4, That'd have been Blackout. He played a lot of Blackout. I'll give him that. I'm not sure if it was because Black was in the name. I'm not sure about that. But that we can leave that up to your imagination. But he did play a lot of that though. He did a whole lot of hiding in bathrooms and closets and all that. Well, not closets, but in bathrooms. He did a whole lot of that. He played a lot of PUBG too. A lot of good rants came out of that PUBG shit too. Unfortunate he don't play more of that.
Black Ops, what was it? Black Ops Blackout. That's what it was. Black Ops 4 Blackout. That one I played almost all year, but that was just Blackout mode. I don't think I played the multiplayer of any Call of Duty as long as I played this one, honestly. The way I
that doesn't say much because we're in March, so you played arguably 4 months, maybe 5 if I wanted to be generous. Doesn't mean a whole lot. I'm gonna say 4.
This is a fun game to play, and I like doing it like once a week. But if you guys aren't gonna like it, then we don't have to. But I do like it. Like I would like to keep it in the rotation, but I need to get support. And honestly, today we didn't even hit a third of the support level, and we're only about 40 minutes away from the end of the stream. You know, what am I supposed to do? Didn't I say 40 minutes were left 20 minutes ago? No, because there would have been almost an hour left. So no, I didn't say that, stupid.
Fucking stupid.
Yikes.
All right, it's this simple. All right? Half the people in the kick chat are trolls. All right? They're all remnants of the casino. And they're all sitting there saying fucked up stuff. They are. They're saying, oh, you can't make money on gaming. Ha ha. You only made $9 an hour. Ha ha.
It's true, basically.
So fuck them. Seriously, right now, fuck those motherfuckers. Let's rally right now. And by the end of this stream, let's show them that actual gameplay, that positive content, that not having to constantly shit on others.
While you simultaneously try to basically felt the trolls. So is it really about supporting you or just felting the trolls? What the fuck are you talking about? And it's this like type of, it's not even subtle, but whatever. It's this type of subtle bullshit that he does that ends up coming back to bite him later when people are like, yeah, here you go, the felt Tevin or felt whoever your favorite detractors that day, right? And he's like, no, I don't want you to do that. I want you to support me for me. I'm not worried about the trolls. You shouldn't. And then we turn around and do this silly ass shit. Fucking A.
To get ahead.
Mental gymnastics at its best.
You can still make a living and you can still promote positivity on the internet.
By felting your trolls. That's supposed to be positive? All right. Gotcha. Get it.
So let's get some support.
Oh, for goodness sake. Can't a girl enjoy a vacation once in a while without all heck breaking loose? Who would have the terrible manners to spoil a vacation paradise?
I'm serious. Usually I wouldn't say that, but I've had enough of their fucking mouths today. You know, they're actually starting to really piss me off with their toxicity and nonsense because they think that because...
I thought he had thick skin and shit, and I thought he doesn't worry about the trolls, and I thought he didn't give a fuck about what people online say about him. Womp womp.
Some fat fuck and some fucking degenerate on drugs are running...
Well, you mean the same fat fuck that you thought was gonna butt fuck you after coming out of Hogan's bar and shit, and then the other guy, Andy, your gaming soulmate, and then you were commenting on how good of a shape he was in and all that? That sounds kind of weird, Phil. That sounds like you got a really complicated relationship. So what is it? PPP or Triple P as I like to call him. He was lusting after you while you were lusting after Andy. So was Andy lusting after Kat? I mean, he is in Canada, right? So what's that? That'd be warmth in the winter and shade in the summer. Was that Andy's plan? I'm just asking for a friend.
Around making fun of people every day that for some reason that gameplay isn't valid. How about you kiss my fucking ass and you lick my fucking balls? You fucking dumb little no-life pieces of shit.
You dumb fucking ass cuck fucking pieces of fucking shit.
I'm gonna fucking be successful no matter what. And you guys can go fuck yourselves.
Go fuck yourself.
Alright, well, thank you to Dumpy Koala. Dumpy Koala gifted 5 subs.
Yeah, I was about to say, there was no way that was DSP. For a minute there, I was like, wait a second. You trying to do no looks and shit? Nah, that ain't you. You're not built like that.
Over on Kick, so we finally got some Kick support today. I appreciate that, Dumpy Koala. You're obviously now the biggest supporter of the day. Jade, you're back. We're trying to do Nuketown to end the night here. All right, we're at 74. Like I said, guys, let's get to... Dude, it did it again. Let's get to 100. I don't know what's up with this camera doing this today. Let's get to 100 on the stream. We're right.
You can't say that's not highly regarded. Look at that shit. I should turn that shit into an emote. Holy fuck. I have ideas now. Hey, Phil, did you say you had Native American in you? Nah, you didn't. Okay, whatever. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Silly ass motherfucker.
Right there. Hey, Giga Gamer, next time you're going to criticize Koala's contribution, maybe you drop one too, instead of being a jackass and trying to say that it's not enough when you did nothing today, right? How about that? How about you don't be a jerk to your fellow viewer because you're trying to be toxic? All right, guys, again, let's get to 100 by the end of the stream. Yeah, Koala, you don't have to listen to their nonsense. Fuck these losers. Fuck these ball-sucking simps, right? Don't be Koala.
While you're trying to defend the simp. That's good, Phil. That's real good.
Koala with another gifted sub. Thank you, Dumpy Koala. Guys, let's get some more support besides Dumpy Koala. I appreciate Dumpy Koala and their support, but guys, let's hit it without them doing all the heavy lifting. All right? We got about...
It's like Grill Phil all over again, now that I think about it. I can smell the flame broiled fucking pork from here.
15, 20 minutes left. 1 or 2 more matches, depending on how this matchmaking works, because it's sucking right now. Come on, someone on YouTube. Let's...
Actually, crazy enough, right? The fuck? I had it once randomly, like years ago. Holy shit, I can't remember how long that was. Anyway, BK had introduced it was like a pork patty or something. It was before that fucking sickness that happened in China, that fucking I think it was in China, that sat there and got all those pigs sick and they had to butcher all of them and whatnot. You could probably still find videos for that if you want. But yeah, but Burger King had like this, like, it was like a grilled pork patty or some shit. They had a large one and then eventually they had a small one. I think I had like one of each once and I was like, wow, that's actually not too bad, to be honest with you. It was like the McRib but with more flavor. And they never brought that damn thing back, interestingly enough. I don't know why I just randomly started to think about that shit. But it was crazy though. When I first had it, I was like, the fuck? I don't even know why I ordered it, but I was just like, hey, I'll try it. We'll see what's what. I was like, well, damn, that's not too bad. And then they offered like a smaller one a few months later, and I tried that, and I was like, oh, wow. It's actually not too bad either. But like I said, they never brought it back. Crazy stuff. Funny shit. I guess maybe all the flames in the back and DSP being a pig, I guess that kind of brought it all up. Too bad he don't have that hog in him.
Let's get a super chat. Let's get a tip. Not all on Dumpy Koala. Come on. Let's hit that goal.
That's not begging. That's business.
I think that's 10 total for Koala today, I think. Now we're at 97. So we're 3 away from the 100.
Oh, shit.
We are in striking distance of the goal, but someone's going to have to take advantage of one of these badge offers or we're not hitting it.
This is what success is supposed to look like, ladies and gentlemen? This is what it is? His own personal hell. He's dead and he don't even know it. He's in hell in a room begging for fucking contributions. Got no idea. Couldn't tell if he was alive or not. That would be kind of fucked up, actually, to be honest with you. If that was his eternal punishment and whatnot. Fucking not being in fucking purgatory, wandering around and shit, trying to realize who his self is or not, depending on what your definition of purgatory is. But to be in hell, begging on stream to a bunch of people, and he can't even tell if he's alive or dead. That sounds terrible. That sounds beyond terrible. That sounds fucking gargantuously horrible. Fucking A. That is not a way of existing. But maybe it's fitting for him, though, if you think about it in hindsight. Beg, bitch.
If you skip ads, does someone still get paid? I have no idea, actually. I haven't really cared about the YouTube ad revenue thing in so long. Because at this point, it's just so... It's sure, I benefit from it, but it's just like, I'm not going to care.
Then you really can't say you don't care if you benefit from it. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but whatever.
About every ad. It used to be I had no other income, right? When all my income was only YouTube ads, I didn't have any crowdfunding or anything. Then it was a big deal. Now it's like, I don't know. I don't know how anything works. Thank you, Habib. Habib has gifted another.
Imagine you doing this for a living. Imagine you being on a platform that you allegedly call your business, but you don't know how shit works. Shit. You know how crazy that is? You know how fucking crazy that is?
Another membership. So now we did hit the 100. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. Last chance if you want to hit the goal and get it to 95, or excuse me,
Just a second.
75.
Okay, we're back.
Would be right now because this is the final match. We must hit it by the end of this match right now. So who will do it? Will it be subs on Kick? Will it be a tip? 25 YouTube subs? No, because I don't know if it's real or not. Because YouTube subs can be faked, so no. YouTube subs can easily be faked. I can't do that.
Wait, now here's the thing. Wait. Because I had a conversation with Prop about this not too long ago. Big ups to Prop. And I was like, think about it. How can he really tell the difference between a fake membership and a real one? Theoretically, he wouldn't be able to tell for about 24 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or 24 to 48 hours and whatnot. He wouldn't be able to tell. Right? So how does he distinguish it? You know what I'm saying? And my idea is he can't. My idea is that he can't actually tell. Because like I said, for those of you who are monetized, your revenue updates every 24 to 48 hours, depending on what it is. So I don't think he can actually tell. So how would he know that shit's fake? If not, he's just lying and baiting and switching people, but that's kind of fucked up. Unless he's reaching out to the person who gives him, you know, however many subs on YouTube or memberships on YouTube and says, hey, I only said that because of the trolls, this, that, and the third. I appreciate it, whatever. He seems like the type of cocksucker to do that. So, just something to think about. Food for thought.
Especially because your channel is only 14 minutes old and I'm not a moron. So no, we're not doing that. You have to tip or you have to do it on Kick.
But that doesn't really make it any less legitimate, though. So whatever. Now that I've heard the parameters, that still doesn't make it any less. Speaking of which, kind of tempted to jump on Black Ops 6 to see if this is true. But allegedly, they removed Nuketown 24/7. What the fuck? Why would they do that shit? It's like the best. It's like probably the best game mode that they have in Black Ops 6, and they got rid of it, or they removed it temporarily, or whatever the press release on that is. I hope it's not true. And hopefully, 24/7 firing range is still a thing too. If not, man, Black Ops 6 might be a wash. I mean, Black Ops 7 is already a wash, but Black Ops 6 might be a wash too.
What?
Speaking of which, one more thing. Okay, so I got into it with this dude on Discord, right? And we were going back and forth on all the problems of Black Ops 7, and then that led to the problems of Black Ops 6. That led into the problems of Modern Warfare DLC, Modern Warfare 3 DLC, and then obviously Modern Warfare 2. Just everything from 2019, which is Modern Warfare Remastered, up till now, basically. Because all that shit's garbage. And I really like Modern Warfare 3 DLC, but I still think it's bad. Anyway, I was like, they fucked up. Activision and Treyarch fucked up. Because if they, for one, when they removed the carry forward system, they basically told everybody that, hey, fuck you and all the money you spent in Black Ops 6, you're not going to see that in Black Ops 7. On top of the fact, actually, they fucked themselves even further because all of the money that people spent from Modern Warfare 2019 up till Black Ops 6. They should have let all that shit carry forward, to be honest with you, so people didn't waste their money, and then people could buy the old, like, bundles or whatever, and then they could still use it in the current shit outside of fucking Warzone. Anyway, well, he was like, well, what solution would you have for everybody complaining about the fucking, like the Beavis and Butthead skins and all that bullshit? Put a fucking toggle so you can, that activates a filter so you can turn that shit on and off. So if you want to see what, you know, just the default skins are, like, you know, just the regular default skins that comes in the game, then fine. And then you can hit the toggle so you can see the cosmetic bullshit that's going around. Easy. Easy. That's an easy fucking fix. And Activision and Activision in particular doesn't want to do it because they think they're going to lose incentive, because people are like, oh, well, if you can't see the skins, then what's the point of buying it? Bitch, you can't see your own skins that you buy. So what does it matter? And then if you want to talk about the tracer rounds for some of the guns, most of those things barely work. And it's been like that since Modern Warfare 3. It's probably been like that since Modern Warfare 2. So what's it matter? It's just a fucking filter. It doesn't mean shit. It really don't. So everybody gets what they want. And I don't know. We went back and forth on it and whatever. And I see his point, because I don't want to call him an Activision cocksucker. I get what he's saying, that, you know, people pay their money, they want to show their shit off. Well, I paid my money too, man, and if I don't want to see that garbage, then I shouldn't have to. So the filter, you know what I'm saying, the filter gives us best of both worlds. It's not that big of a deal. But whatever. It was a nice little back and forth and whatever. It ended a bit more amicably, we were able to fucking walk away from that shit a little bit better than I thought we were. I initially thought that shit was going to be a problem later on, but we ended up working the shit out. But still, like, a toggle for a filter would have fixed all of that shit. It's not difficult. Not any more difficult than it was for me to pronounce that word. It's not difficult. They're just lazy. The fucking Activision's just lazy.
Come on! Yo, I've had enough at this point. Can I fucking have any bullets register? Look at this. This sucks. This is the last match, you know, and it sucks ass. It's not good.
Check that aim, SIMPS.
You were smart enough to take cover, but you weren't smart enough to reload behind cover? Oh, all right. Okay.
Well, that's it. Sadly, we couldn't have a final match. There's nothing I could do. I did everything I could to stop it from happening. So it is what it is.
You stupid motherfucker.
All right, guys. Well, it was a good stream regardless.
Was it?
There's not much I can do about that. I did everything, and there's nothing you can do. You know, he didn't get into some of the matches, but what am I going to do? It's just a waste of time at this point to continue the match. And I'm out of time. You know, I stayed late. So, all right. Well, for those who did support, thank you so much. $100 for Call of Duty is pretty good. Wish we could have hit the goal, but I'm not upset with Call of Duty. It was nice. It was good gameplay outside of the troll. And what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to give it a break now until the actual update happens. Like people were saying, was the first week of April, I guess, between, what were you saying, like the 2nd? So we'll probably do it in the latter half of next week's streaming.
That's not begging. That's advertisement.
It's amazing. He's on Twitter all day, and he don't know shit about shit. I barely play Call of Duty, and I can tell you what the updates are. Whatever. All right, let's see here. All right, so for the second and last video to make the bar broadcast, holy shit. Oh, it's amazing how bad he is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here yet again. We're still actually on board with DSP Tries It, Memology 101. Let's see here. Yeah, right here. All right, DSP massive cope rant about Kino Casino, blue collar streamer. Sorry, blue collar streamer. Theoretically, you're white collar, Phil, not blue, but whatever. And I think it makes him sound tough. Anyway, and the Kick Chat Purge continues. This is from March 25th, same day, basically. March 25th of 2025. You guys know the routine. Here we go.
What? All right, I've had enough. Guys, don't ever ask Chimchar to come back. He's never coming back over on Kick. I've really had enough of him now. I just, enough of this. He's done. He's not coming back under any circumstance. Stop screaming. Stop asking for him to come back. This is only the millionth time that he's saying something fucked up in the chat, and I've had enough of his bullshit. Okay? No more. I've had enough. I only have a certain amount of patience, and that guy's now been banned like 3 or 4 times in the last couple of weeks, and I've just had enough of him. Stop begging for him to come back. He's just a waste of time. So I can see a bunch of trolls over on Kick today. I'm just going to ignore the emote spam today. It's hard to chat right now? All right, I'll just ban all these people then. That's fine.
Banned.
Nice.
Gone. Forever.
I'm okay with that. Since they all want to spam and break the rules, I'll just ban them all. Here we go.
There you go. Search your
Sorry that I have
dominance.
to do this because we don't have any moderators this morning over on Kick, so I'm taking care of it. Okay. No, as the angel of death, I have to because people are complaining in the Kick chat they want to talk and they can't. They actually want to talk and they can't talk because these idiots are spamming. So I have to ban all the spammers. There we go. Okay. Looks a little better now. All right. Now you should be able to talk. No, Kickbot handles regular spam. And what I mean by that is Kickbot will handle if someone's repeatedly posting an emote, if someone uses like way too many letters or caps, it won't just stop you from typing a single emote. And the thing is, there's like 20 sock accounts all typing the single emote, so it fills the whole chat. There you go. Much better now. See that?
Okay.
If Eddie came to me for a steak deal, would I consider a slot stream? I don't know, because I don't know what that means. I don't understand how these steak deals work. I don't know about slot streams or anything, so I can't comment on it. I'm like completely
That would be hilarious. I mean, he should do it, but then again, I mean, I think he's a bigger degenerate than fucking Bossman Jack. The only difference is that Bossman Jack's on crack or coke or heroin or whatever the fuck you doing. At least crack. And DSP is just a massive fucking alcoholic with a spending and gambling addiction, amongst others. Like, I don't know if DSP could stop himself. I think he would literally fuck himself up. And on top of that, when the stream ends, DSP would just probably keep gambling. So there's that too. So I think if he did get a steak deal, I think that'd be a terrible idea for DSP. A terrible idea. Holy shit. But then again, man, I saw Bossman Jack. Man, I mean, everybody has a Bossman Jack story. I sat there. I don't know why the fuck I did this, but I sat there on Bossman Jack's stream and I saw this fucking ass clown go from. This shit was damn near magical. I gotta be honest with you. This shit was damn near magical. Magical. I saw this dude go from like, it must have been like $500, bro. It couldn't have been no more than like $500. Because he had already been gambling when I started, so I can only tell you from where the starting point was. He must have been at about $500, and I saw him in the span of maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I saw him. He was in $85,000. I was like, Jesus Christ. And after that, I was like, he was like, yeah, I'm done. You know, this, that, and third. I'll catch you guys later. And he cashed out, and I was thinking, okay, maybe he's not as bad, you know, as people said. But then I heard that when he came back to a later stream or stream the next day or whatever, he lost all that shit. He lost all that shit. I was like, God, dog. I mean, that shit's sick. That's just some sick ass crazy shit. And then the thing is, right? Like, I don't expect Bossman to know this because he's a fucking junkie, so it is what it is. But like, I'm surprised, like, no one told him, yo, you went sat there and made $85,000 or whatever it was. Bank the $80,000, bro. And then whatever's left, the $4,000, $5,000, whatever, sit on that shit on an account, like in another account or whatever. And then Steak's gonna end up fronting you a bunch of house money anyway to play with. Like, he should have never. There's no reason why that dude shouldn't have a couple $1 million right now. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say a few million, but there's no reason why he doesn't have a couple $1 million. But even if he didn't have the drug habit, I still think he would have blown it. He's just a degenerate gambler. But it was entertaining. I will say that. It was entertaining as fuck watching him win and lose money. It was. I've seen guys at casinos. Holy shit. I've seen guys at casinos, bro, lose their fucking houses and shit. Like, just bet they mortgage on shit. But nothing was more entertaining than watching Bossman Jack gamble. I gotta tell you. It's just, I guess it's unfortunate that it ended up consuming him, but whatever.
Educated, so I'm not going to say a word because I would probably just not know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to come to me for a steak deal considering I don't even get 100 viewers on a stream. And we're seeing a huge drop-off in support on Kick.
I don't know, man. Maybe if he did more WWE champions and shit, because the way he spends in that, I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you're someone who's running a gambling company, he's a a pretty fruitful target at the very least.
Now that basically all the Kino Casino viewers are gone, so I'm not getting much support anymore via Kick. It kind of sucks. I was getting a lot of support via Kick, and now it looks like it's going to go away.
Yeah, but that wasn't on your own merit, so sucks to suck, I guess.
Which stinks.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct.
But there's not much I can do about that, right?
It seems like there's not much he can do about anything. It's almost like you're useless. Like legitimately useless.
Why do I think support on Kick is dropping? Because most of the people who were watching me on Kick were Kino Casino viewers. And since essentially they decided to snake me.
What? I thought you... Wait a second, where are we at? Okay, we're at March 25th. I thought you snaked them. Oh, well, wait. Actually, hold up. I don't think the snaking has actually happened yet. I don't think the snakening's actually happened yet. Give me a second. Okay, we back. So, yeah, the snakening happened somewhere between March 20th and the 24th. Because Kino Casino did a video on it on the 22nd. So it must have happened. So the 666 podcast must have happened March 20th, maybe, let's say between the 18th and the 21st. So what the fuck are you talking about that they decided to snake you? I thought it was your master plan the entire time. Holy shit, yeah, there's a bunch of DSP documentaries out here. That's wild. I need to go through some of those. Oh. Okay, anyway. But yeah, so what's he talking about? What are we talking about? You're King Snake. Snake Eater. Now all of a sudden you're the victim? For shame. For shame.
Right? Well, then the viewers are going to go with them. You know, there's very few people who are watching Kino Casino that have stick around. Most of them have now left, and those who are supporting have stopped. And I think that's sad because the other day someone said to me,
oh boy,
Phil, will you hold it against us if we still watch Kino Casino and support them, but we also want to come and watch you?
What idiot would ask you that? That's none of your fucking business who they watch and who they don't watch. What kind of weird ass gay shit is that? Okay.
And I said, no. So outside of this stream, I really don't care what you guys do.
And that's why he defends pedophiles.
Thanks, Derek.
Vito from fucking Biggest Problem in the Universe would be proud, I'm sure. Because if you guys know, Vito defends what's that fucking pedophile movie called? Cuties or whatever the fuck that is. He loved that shit. On top of threatening rape on women on Twitter. Vito loves to do that shit too. I'm sure his mother's proud.
I really don't. If you're going to go watch detractors, if you're going to go watch someone else, I don't give a crap. Just don't bring it into my content. As long as you don't bring it to my streams, the toxicity or whatever, we're good. All right? So just leave it at that. And I think what's happened is, so those are like, okay, well, that's cool. Phil's not going to hold this against us. So a lot of people have continued to support the casino, and then they come here and still watch. But I think those people, quite frankly, are afraid to support my content. I'm being honest. I think that they think that if they support me and the casino, that this is going to cause some kind of drama.
Drama.
He swear to God that he's so damn smart. He swears to God that he's some type of master manipulator, that he can spin anything into his favor. Gouty bless him. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tell you. Holy shit. He swears to God he can maneuver anybody any way he see fit. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Shut the fuck up. If you're not here for the game, leave.
And so therefore, you know, they're going to choose the casino because the casino's bigger than me.
They're more entertaining than you.
And there's nothing I can do about that. All right? There's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is continue to grind away, make good content, and try to build my channel, you know, further. Get genuine viewers who are here to watch me rather than, oh, I only checked it out as a favor to the casino. You know?
I mean, you didn't mind benefiting from it for 8 months. Now all of a sudden it's a problem?
Yeah, see, that's the truth. I don't care if people stay in the middle. If there's people who are like, I don't care either way, I like both. I like the casino, I like Phil. I'm okay with that. I don't give a crap. I'm not one of these people that's like, you must select sides and it has to be black or white, this one or that one. If you like both, go for it. Watch both. Support both. I'm happy for that. I really am. But sadly, what's happened is these people, are simps. A lot of these people are simps. They want to simp for the big boys. They want to simp for the big dogs, you know? And here's the other thing that I should say, because it's kind of funny.
You sound like a bitch. You sound like a bitch. That's what you sound like. So you're not brave enough to attack Kino Casino for possibly alienating their viewership for supporting both. You want to call the people who do support them, who won't support you, simps. How is that drawing them back over to watching you then, if you're going to label them like that? Like, when I call a fucking DSP supporter a dent, I mean it. So I lose nothing, I gain nothing. But who are you to sit there and bash a demographic that you actually need? You don't see a problem with that? Well, see what pigs could do.
Right? So, dude, I'm going to say this and just get it out of the way. And I'm going to move on my merry way because I don't want to hang on this all day. All right? But here we go. You ready?
And or drama video makers, which I'm not. I'm not going to do just constant drama video. I like playing games and having fun with them and sharing those raw experiences with you guys and gals.
Did you notice something about the difference between the work ethic of myself and Kino Casino? Did you ever notice?
No one cares. No one cares. As long as the content is entertaining, no one gives a fuck about what goes into it. That's not determined, nor is that a factor until after the fact. So you can shut that shit the fuck up right now. That doesn't mean shit. There are people out there, excuse me, who put together like really good documentaries, for example. Right? Fucking 2, 3, 4 hours. They've been working on those damn things for months. Those things don't get views. Does anybody give a fuck that they don't get views? Do people don't give a fuck that they put all that time into it? Excuse me. No, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. If it's not catching on and whatnot, or if you're not willing to sit down and watch it yourself, then no one cares. So no one gives a fuck that you fucking put yourself in a situation where you're forced to slave away 6 days a week producing slop, while they only have to stream 3 days a week and they make 10 times what you make in a week. No one gives a shit. No one at all. And no fucking Kino Casino dent, plus or minus, is going to care about that either. At all. You know what I'm saying? This is literally filet mignon fucking being compared to rotten fish that has fucking maggots all over it. There's a big fucking difference, bro. You don't compare. You know what I'm saying? You needed them. They didn't need you.
This the big difference that I'm here 6 days a week streaming full time.
Because you're forced to.
Busting my ass, putting out content.
Because you're forced to.
Constantly for an audience. And they stream 3 times a week. Not even a full day.
Oh, it's almost like they work smarter, not harder. Imagine that.
And then they take tons of time off.
Oh, it's almost like they're getting to reap the fruits of their labor. Imagine that.
And then they're constantly on vacation.
Sounds like one of the perks. You know what I'm saying? You work smart. You know what I'm saying? You put out entertaining shit and you get to reap the rewards instead of filling your fucking face and your fucking wife's face with slop. You actually get to go out and do shit. Imagine that. It's called living, Phil. Something you haven't done in a long time, and I don't see you doing too much of moving forward. Existing, it seems to be your pace.
And then they cancel shows, and then they're late. Do you
Life comes at you fast. Shit happens.
ever notice that?
Sure.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
Do you want to know why that is? Because you guys simp for them. That's why. Because you simp for the casino.
So is this what he's going to do with Asmongold later? After all the fucking roaches leave him? The reason why I can't keep support from Asmongold's audience and shit is because they're simps. Is that what that is? Is that what your plan is? Are you gonna wait? Oh man, let's play with this for a minute. Are you gonna sit there and say, oh, Asmongold doesn't have any talent? He just reads off of Twitter and Reddit all day. He doesn't, that's all he does. He just reacts to bullshit. That's not real content. Are you gonna start saying that shit? Boy, if you were brave enough, but I don't think you are though. I don't think you're man enough to do it. I think that you believe there's still a door open with Asmon, so you're not gonna be man enough to say nothing until he starts laughing at you again, which inevitably he's going to, because why not? And then we'll see how you react. We'll wait. Time is the ultimate monkey.
You enable them to have that kind of shitty work ethic. You understand? If you didn't simp for them every stream.
So Kino Casino should slave away 5 days a week, 12 hours a day. That's what you think they should do? Why? So they can be labeled as boring as you are? Interesting. I didn't see that approach. That's ballsy, Phil. That's real ballsy.
And throw them thousands of dollars for simply turning the stream on, they would have to work.
But you're right. It's an element of jealousy, which I've said all over the years. It's always been an element of jealousy.
And they would have to work more, and they would have to work harder, and they would have to have better events rather than just the same old shtick.
You mean the same old slot that you produce? Imagine that. It's almost like he's talking about himself.
They would actually have to innovate instead of just doing the same thing every time they turn on their fucking streams.
So what about that whole thing about being prolific and you're consistent and everybody knows where you're going to be at such time, so on and so forth? Doesn't that add a bit more spontaneous, like some spice and being spontaneous by them being able to push a show back by a few minutes, or, you know what I'm saying, to keep people off tilted and not know exactly what they're going to say at any given time? Matter of fact, Phil, just in case you don't know, you do know that they do like a pre-show, right? It goes on the Kino, what is that called? It's one of PvP's channels. Oh, what's that shit called? It's called Kino. Oh, that's not fuck. It's called Kino. Kino something. Not the Kino Clips channel, something else. I can't think of the name right now. But anyway, they do it. They upload literally like a between 10 and 15-minute video of what to look forward to as the shit comes up. And if they're going to be late, they can usually say that on there too, or they go to their Twitter. So it's not like there isn't ways to figure out what's going on with them at any given time. You realize that, right? That's a thing, right? Oh, that's right. You're stupid, so you don't know shit about it. Citadel. I think it's called Kino Citadel. I think. Don't hold me to that.
You get it? They'd have to work more than 3 times a week. Wow, what a novel concept. You'd get more.
Maybe I don't want them to work more than 3 days a week. Maybe I don't need to fucking go to Kino Casino. Oh, there we go. Maybe I don't need to fucking watch the Kino Casino stream 5 days a week. Maybe that's not something that I want. Maybe 3 days is just enough. A thing.
More content if you didn't simp out as much. Me, I bust my ass because I'm the blue collar dude.
Okay. Blue collar.
Who never had giant popularity. I always was the underdog on YouTube. I always did things differently.
You're going to pull that bullshit out? Are you going to pull that shit out after the fucking Asmongold situation too? How you were the underdog, you were the 1 in a million, you were the lucky one, whatever. Gonna talk about how you had that hog in you that whole time and shit, and that's why you could never be deterred. Wow.
I didn't get the sponsorships. I didn't get the ball suckers. I didn't get any of that. So I've always had to break my back to make a living.
Playing video games and uploading 50 to 60 videos a day is backbreaking. Okay, that's a choice.
Now here I am 17 years later, and I still break my back.
Holy shit. And you don't see a problem with that? You don't see a problem with slaving away, the way you're making it sound, slaving away at the same shit for 17 years and you're damn near in the exact same place? So when you branded yourself after Keemstar basically said you were at level 1, when you branded yourself the level 1 podcast, you realized that you weren't owning the meme. You were literally living up to what he said. He would have never have thought you have done that. Keem has actually said this. He never thought that DSP would have done that because it's not the flex that he thinks it is. But DSP's stupid, of course, so he wouldn't know. God damn. Oh, shit. Oh, fucking. That's special. That's really, really special, Phil.
To make a living, but I'm happy and I get to make content that I like, and I don't have anyone simping for me, quite frankly. All right.
So instead of having loyal fans, I guess, because loyal fans and simps, there's 2 separate things, but most people can't tell the difference either which way. So having loyal fans and viewers is a bad thing. So breaking your back Can't say that with a straight face. Breaking your baby backs to make video game content is the way to go. That's more meaningful to you. That's more rewarding. Okay, champ.
I don't. I get people who are regulars who come by, but there's no one here who's like, oh, Phil turned on the stream. Here's $1,000 just because.
Well, the fact that they even show up and whatnot when they could be watching better content, better quality of content. What is that? What do you call that? I'm not going to call them simps, but I am interested to know what you call them.
If you guys would stop fucking simping.
How are you going to tell someone else how to spend their time and their money, though? How are you going to do that? And why did you even think that would work? That's crazy. That's literally crazy.
They would actually have to work hard. They don't right now because you keep giving them everything for nothing.
Well, first off, you don't know shit about, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Excuse me. You have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. If you saw how he didn't, but if he had saw how Kino Casino started, that shit was tough. That was a rough start. They had a lot of problems when they started up. If fucking Dickers ever had a chance to get a win, which he didn't, but let's say he did, attacking them in those first year or so would have probably been their best bet. It was rough, bro. Fucking A, Kino Casino in its current iteration may have not have actually even been a thing if Andy and PPP didn't get their shit together, because there's a, well, it's alleged that PPP wanted to drop Andy and bring Godwinson in, which I still think that would have actually been a fairly good show. Honestly, I think they could have all three of them up there, and that would be a pretty good show. But I don't know what's Godwinson up to these days. And Andy and PPP worked out their shit, and there they go. So it is what it is. But the point I'm trying to make is, like anything that's successful, however long or however short, they had problems when they started. But DSP don't know that. He's there where he's at the point where he saw the finished product. He didn't see everything it took to build it up to that. You see what I'm saying? So, like, he's got no real ground to stand on, being that he doesn't actually understand how this shit all started.
So if you're like, man, I hate it when the casino goes on a vacation after vacation after vacation after vacation.
You sound like you're fucking bitter as hell, bro. That's what you sound like. And matter of fact, weren't you one of those quote unquote simps that were sitting there waiting for them to come back so you could do content with them? You sound like a bitch. Matter of fact, you sound like a simping bitch. Matter of fact, you sound like someone who felt like you were being cucked while they were out enjoying themselves and you were waiting for them to come back so you could make money with them. That's what it sounded like. I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like you got that hog in you. Sound like you just sound like a pig in a blanket, to be honest with you. Squealing softly.
You're the one who's giving them the vacation. Don't you get that? It's your reason that they're doing that. If you didn't give them...
He really thinks he's clever. He really thinks he's saying something. That's wild. Put your hoof down when I'm talking to you.
So much for so little, then they would have to work. It's called cause and effect. It's pretty simple, but people don't seem to understand. I've been saying this about the games industry all along, too. If you don't reward lazy game devs...
You mean like fucking Scopey and WWE Champions? And you want to talk about lazy game developers, let's talk about Call of Duty for a minute. Call of Duty's been lazy slop for years. For a number of years. And he still buys it. He still plays it each and every year. He's part of the problem. So who the fuck is he to talk down to anybody else?
For lazy work by simping and buying all their games, then they'll do better. How many people complain about how every Pokemon sucks, but then they buy every Pokemon anyway, and then they buy the merch, and then they buy the amiibo, and then they buy this? Well,
he did the same thing. He still do. Maybe not the amiibos, but he does buy the games. The fuck?
They're never going to improve unless you force them to. If you keep simping for the casino, guess what? They're never going to improve.
Doesn't that apply to you too? More so, actually? All right.
They'll always have the same content, only 3 days a week, delaying streams, canceling streams, bad work ethic, vacation after vacation. It will continue. It's direct cause and effect.
Yikes.
I don't know why people don't understand that. You know, I just don't get it.
Wow.
But every time that I would see people would come on my streams and be complaining about the casino, they'd be like, why is the casino not streaming, Phil? I don't know.
That doesn't sound like they were fucking Kino Casino fans. Because a Kino Casino fan would know that. So either we're lying Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, oink, oink. Or the people that are asking aren't Kino Casino fans. So he literally has no hoof to stand on with this. This doesn't make any sense. He didn't bring any new fans to the Kino Casino. His dents were going to go wherever he went anyway, but that doesn't count. Okay.
Maybe because last time they turned on their stream, you threw them thousands of dollars before they even said a word. Did you ever think about that?
Yeah, a new fan's not going to go over there and just toss them thousands of dollars. So your lie is already falling apart. At least for me, anyway. Your lie is crumbling. Almost as much as Cat's fucking pride. That shit is crumbling, sir.
Like, now they don't have to work. Why are you a simp? I don't get it. Anyway, that's just the point. So, you know, I don't understand. It's like people just don't have common sense. They don't. They just don't have any common sense at all. And then they complain. And why are you complaining? You're the one that created the situation. It happens in the gaming world. It happens in the content creation world, right? Take a look at the direct difference, okay? You have supported me in droves way more in the last 8 months. We're hitting goals.
You mean because of Kino Casino? Because if they didn't give you any attention or give you the chance, if you will, you wouldn't have been the recipient of that fucking stimulus package. So I think you need to be doing a whole lot of shutting the fuck up, quite frankly, being that you ain't sucked off 2 other men for the better part of 8 months. I'm just saying, if we're going to go ahead and just say cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? They helped you. You sucked them off for 8 fucking months and shit, and sent for them for 8 fucking months, and you reap the rewards for it. Now that you're not cool with them, whatever, now all of a sudden you're sitting here bitching and complaining, you're begging, and then you're trying to turn simpletons against them. When in actuality, if you really think about the whole scope of this, he's literally talking about his own audience. Because anybody who's an actual Kino Casino fan and gives them thousands of dollars, they're not going to go to DSP for updates. They know where to get their updates from. So who the fuck is DSP talking about? Sounds like a dead, or he's lying, or both. Fucking A. I'll give DSP the benefit of the doubt and say it's more than likely both. It could be.
Right? We're doing constant special events, the return of DSP Tries It, the return of regular marathons that you get to choose what we're doing during them. We're doing special streams like Lego build nights. I'm constantly improving my setup. I'm buying things for the setup. I'm improving everything.
You sound like a groomer. What grown ass man? Well, there are some grown ass men that actually do Lego and like puzzle streams on Twitch. It's a little different though. They're not actually marketing it towards kids though. Whatever.
Since you started supporting me more, all of the quality has massively improved. Like up.
There's nothing massive about you, Phil. So we can calm that down right now. I'm pretty sure Cat and Panda would back me up on that.
Correct?
Nope.
What has
That's a great screenshot, actually.
happened since you guys started supporting the casino more? They work less and they take more time off.
Because people are like, oh,
It's almost like he's talking about his own audience. He's not talking about Kino Casino's fan base or viewer base. It's like he's talking about his own. Interesting.
Phil, why don't you just take time off to relax or rest up? Like, every day I'm not here is a day I don't make money.
No, every day he's not there, his hands are gonna be idle. So he's either drinking or gambling or both.
And that's the problem, is like, I need funds to pay bills and to buy games, you know. It's not like I have the
And then at this time he's full of shit because people used to send him games. They used to send him like review copies and influencer copies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So half the time, man, I really want to go back and actually look at that. But I would say easily half the games he was playing from 2017 up till like 2020, he wasn't buying. I would even go even further than that over further years. But excuse me, he wasn't paying for the majority of those games at that time. Not at all.
freedom
Like Twitch afforded him a lot of opportunities that he just never took advantage of.
or that luxury to just say, oh, today's just, I'm making so much money hand over fist that today I can just take it off. I don't even have that luxury. You know,
And what's the definition of hand over fist? You mean thousands of dollars a day? Would it be tens of thousands of dollars a day? Would it be hundreds of thousands of dollars a month? What is it?
one day off a week that I take to spend time with Kat and do errands costs me.
Maybe you should think about that a little bit. But the point is, it ain't going to change because people simp because they're stupid.
Okay.
People don't simp for Darkside Phil. They come to Darkside Phil streams, they enjoy the content, and they say, oh, I really like this. I'm so happy that Phil sticks to his guns, hasn't changed, doesn't let others influence him. I'll support that. And so I really am kind of the blue-collar streamer. I do make a good living, but I have to bust my ass to get that living. You see, I don't have anyone who's kissing my butt, sending me ridiculous amounts of money for no reason. I have to actually earn it.
So I guess Only Iced Coffee doesn't exist, huh? Amongst others, but I'll point him out in particular since he's so desperate to wear Phil's skin.
That's the difference here, okay? I'm being told it's white collar versus blue collar. Well, whatever the fuck the term is, I don't give a shit. It's called having to work to earn your keep and being okay with busting your ass in order to earn stuff.
But you're not in order to earn stuff. Okay, wait, all right, whatever. First off, busting your ass to earn your keep, that could be said for any job, to be honest with you. So you can fuck off with that. And then earning money to buy stuff. What? If you're working just so you can spend your money to buy shit, you're already living ass backwards. You don't need to buy every little thing that you want. You can understand you putting stuff to the side, putting additional funds to the side, let's say that, and whatnot for something that, you know, you want later. I get that. But just to go out there as sporadically or off impulse, just buying whatever little thing, or any big thing, if you will, nah, that's not smart. It's not smart at all. But then again, that explains why you're in the fucked up situation you're in. So that's the tail of the tape.
Get it? Versus getting handed everything and then instead of rewarding, actually taking away. Review Dropbox USA did a $2 tip saying it's a cope. There's no cope.
It is a massive fucking cope. That shit's crazy.
You're the one coping. Because when faced with reality, people who are simps can't handle it and immediately have to try to adjust.
And see, here's the thing though, man. And like, big ups to Dwight, man. Because like, I had a conversation with him about whether DSP's evil or not, man. And it's really hard to say and whatnot. And like I said, I'll think about it. I'll catch back up with him again. Well, big ups to Dwight. But like, DSP's too retarded to be evil. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he doesn't have evil tendencies. I'm not saying that he's not a selfish piece of trash. I'm not saying that he's fucking inconsiderate or any of those things. Sure, he falls into a lot of those categories. But he's not smart enough to be evil. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Like, intelligence doesn't necessarily equate to being evil because, let's be honest, there are plenty of people who are handicapped that have killed, you know what I'm saying, their caretakers, their parents, other kids, other people who are handicapped, whoever is in the situation. That's a thing, which is crazy, by the way. But that's a thing. I get that. But fucking A, man. Like, see, that's just a hard conversation. That's just a hard conversation to have, bro. Like I said, he has evil tendencies, certainly, but I don't know if I can say that he's evil. I just don't think he's smart enough for that. To be honest with you, I don't think it's hard to say that he has the maliciousness to do it. He's just inconsiderate. He don't give a fuck about nothing but himself because he believes everybody else is like that too. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's really, I don't know. It's like I said, it's a conversation I'll catch up with Dwight with later, but that's a hard, it's an interesting topic, but that's a hard question to answer.
Oh no, that's not the case. I'm not a simp. That's not what's happening. No, this is it. No, that's what's happening.
But like with this manipulation bullshit right here, does this make him evil? No, is he stupid? Like it makes sense in his own mind, but it doesn't make any sense to anybody else. It just sounds fucking the ranting and raving of a fucking somebody who clearly has mental issues. It is what it is. Like, this shit doesn't make sense to anybody at all. It's just plain stupidity for the sake of it. It may sound good in his oddly shaped head, but this shit's not getting over with nobody. This shit sounds retarded, because it is.
That's literally what's happening. You're simps. You allow them to have that lifestyle because you're simps.
And he really thinks that that's going to push the envelope, and it's not. And the reason why that is because he was able to weaponize and mobilize some of those people who used to watch him back in the day, like early on. But those days are long gone. Most of those people are long fucking gone now. So those days of going to having people do like letter writing campaigns or email campaigns, I should say, to different game studios that may or may not have sent false strikes to him, or to harass people on PSN who asked him a basic question, and him having them flood fucking their message boxes and all that bullshit. Him trying to mobilize people to flag down channels and all that shit. Those days are long gone. Like, DSP can't do that shit anymore, but he still holds on to it because it's all he had. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with giving fucking mongoloids power, or even influence, or at least giving them the semblance of thinking they had it, because then they can't give it up. They think that they always wield it.
And look who you're simping for. Holy shit. You're not simping for Pokimane. You're not simping for Amber.
Who the fuck is simping for Pokimane's weird ass? Fuck that chick. I mean, well, on top of the fact that the many guys who are fucking her, which is the reason why she's not getting married anytime soon and whatnot. But the reality is like, Pokimane ain't shit. Like, she's basic as hell in her own situation. And I will say this, Destiny said it years ago, that Pokimane is a ruthless businesswoman who's willing to fucking basically do whatever it takes to succeed. I find that admirable. The problem is that then she tries to play this fake ass oopsie cootsy bullshit, and she tries to make it seem like she advocates for other women, and she don't. She probably hates the majority of people around her, especially because most of them are younger, most of them are prettier, and most of them have way more talent than her. And if you've seen Pokimane without makeup, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. Oh Christ. Oh, that's all I can say. Oh Christ. But anyway, the problem with Pokimane, amongst all of those things, is she's a hypocrite. She's a massive fucking hypocrite. She made her way doing her thing, thoughtish, to be honest with you, and she don't want anybody else to follow. That's all it is. She climbed the rungs to success, and she don't want to see another woman do it. And okay, but don't sit there and try to act like you give a fuck about female streamers when you really don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking act like you're trying to fight for women's rights and shit when you really don't give a shit. And don't act like you're very selective on who you're wanting to marry or fucking date or whatever, when your reputation of who you ain't sat there and spread for is pretty well documented for the most part. Not all the names are up there, but it's very clear that, you know what I'm saying, you use sex as an instrument and whatnot. It is what it is. And there's, I mean, if you're okay with that, it is what it is. I mean, shit, fucking Alinity is like that too, to be honest. And if the rumors about Alinity were true, not now, but because she ain't aged out, funny enough. But if it's true back in the day, if it was true that where she was at in Canada at that time, that most of Twitch staff may or may not, upper management, I'm not talking about some of these rinky dink dudes. I'm talking about the actual upper Twitch authority, if you will. If it was true that there may or may not have been visits to her home, or, you know, there was some type of materials exchanged or whatever, it explains how she had the power she did. You know what I mean? There was a time where fucking Alinity was far more powerful than fucking Pokimane. For sure. The fact that she's over there with Miss Kiff and the rest of those losers now is whatever. But before that, you know what I'm saying? She basically ran shit up until she ain't sat there and tried that bullshit with fucking PewDiePie. And then she's been fucked ever since. She still, believe it or not, when she makes occasional fucking podcast appearances, she still brings that shit up. Where she says that she still gets quote unquote hate mail over that fucking PewDiePie thing. You literally try to take that dude's channel down. The fuck you think was gonna happen? If she hadn't have done that and let that shit slide and just treated it like promotion like all the other females that were in that video, she'd have been fine. But she didn't. And she's been downhill for her ass ever since. Like, that chick says that she said that she still she still has to go to therapy or whatnot, or she was going to therapy for a period of time over that. Bitch, you did that shit to yourself. No one told you to fuck around and find out. You chose to do that shit. And it's because she had a history of doing it. She got away with it until she ain't found the wrong one. It is what it is. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. She tried to punch above her weight class and she paid for it. It is what it is. I'm not saying I encourage all the harassment she got. And I don't believe the death threats. I don't believe that part whatsoever, but she still holds on to that shit. But the harassment, I don't agree with any of that at all. But don't act like you didn't know what the fuck you were doing. You brought that upon yourself.
Rant, look who you're simping for. Holy shit.
And Amaran's a whole other can of worms. Holy shit. Like that's a whole other can of worms. Fucking A.
Thanks for the $2 super chat. Okay. No, I never simped for the casino. What the fuck are you talking about?
The fuck you didn't. You were up there in their fucking in their stream chat at the middle of the night and shit for hours on end. Did that multiple times. If that's not simping, I don't know what is.
God, you're stupid.
Because he's trying to be a what do they call silver-tongued talker, right? Oh, I'm just going to say it one way, and hopefully you'll believe it, even though that's not the truth. And that's literally what's happening here. The guy's a liar. The guy's a fucking blatant liar and lying to everyone. But people are believing it because they don't know any better.
Good cut. SnortBucks uses that cut too, and they use it. They always use it in the right place. Good shit. Big ups to both.
Maddie Vincent, I know, and that's why I told you guys I'm done with this shit. That's why. I mean, again, I was in a situation where people were constantly trying to change who I was. We're trying to pull me into content I didn't want to be a part of. And then we're telling me, oh, if you don't do it, well, we're going to force you to do it anyway.
No one said that, but all right.
That's why I'm gone. That's why I'm not a part of that anymore. I saw the writing on the wall. I saw how toxic it was getting.
And that's not even true, because later on he ended up retconning that shit. He said that the reason why he snaked Kino is because they couldn't get him the collaborations that he wanted. They couldn't get the Medicare one. They couldn't get the Mutahar one. They couldn't get the Gundam one, amongst others. And he said, hey, you guys aren't useful to me anymore. And so this whole, they wanted to change me for the worst, and they want to drag him into this and drag him into that. No one forced you to do shit. You came to their doorstep with your fucking hat in your hands, not the other way around. You're the one who needed the help. They were at a deficit for 8 fucking months. Someone did some calculations not too long ago where they said that those guys may have lost tens of thousands of dollars over those 8 months. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's hypothetically, let's say they lost 10,000 a month with the time that they spent with DSP. Sorry about that. That's 80 grand. That's 80 grand over fucking 8 months. You know how insane that is? If I was Andy, I'd be pissed off that I'm out 40 grand over this piece of shit. God damn.
And I just had enough. And I had to get myself out of that situation. And that's why I had set it out that way, that I had ways out.
And I think the reality is he got out before they booted him out. That's all it is, because the motherfucker has abandonment issues and shit.
Wasn't trapped. Okay? And that's a good thing that I did that. But I always knew that if I got out, it was going to be a situation where, sadly, there was going to be repercussions and fallout and drama and
consequences.
Nonsense. And I always knew that was going to happen. It's unavoidable. If you involve yourself with drama and people who are involved in drama, you're going to always have that element of drama. All right? There's no real way to get out of it.
No, you could have been upfront with them and said, hey, I want to take a break from this, or maybe we should go separate ways. I think they would have understood it. They still would have shitted on you because they shitted on you before then, but it is what it is. So if this was a calculated risk, you might have needed to check those evaluations, champ. You didn't do very good.
So sadly, it is what it is, but I'm happy that now I'm not doing that content anymore. I have no desire to do that content anymore.
You weren't very good at it anyway.
I'm back to myself. If you haven't noticed, a lot more gaming. Not this nonsense constantly, right? So, yeah, I hope that you're seeing the changes, that we're going back to how it was and things are getting better. What we really need right now is good games. And the problem is we're not really getting them. We're getting shitty games like Assassin's Creed Shadows that just aren't worth our time. We need better games. And then we can really get back on track, right?
So not that we could be more entertaining. We need something else to do the heavy lifting. So we don't have Kino Casino anymore, so they can't sit there and breastfeed him. So now the game industry, all the AAA games need to start breastfeeding him again. Never seem to do anything for ourselves, though. Except for make decisions so we could try to avoid consequences to, i.e., get back into dealing with those consequences.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, my God. Mozzie, $2 super chat. Thanks, but no. I told you, I'm done with drama. I don't want anything to do with this shit. I don't want to be involved in it. I'm not going to invite it. No, we're done with all of that. It's really over.
It's salty as fuck. It's like pure salt. All you could taste was salt.
Indeed. Well. Oh, that was amusing. I'll say that much. That was amusing. Oh man, what a fucking mental midget monkey! I gotta tell you, that guy is. If that's not mental illness, I don't know what is. That's fucking crazy though. But whatever, let him have his moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, another day of Goutmas in the books. Ooh, shit! Holy shit! That's wild. That's all I can say about that. That's just wild. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening in. I very much appreciate it. And enjoy your holiday season. Take care of yourselves out there. And we will see you tomorrow for whatever fuckery comes about. Holy shit. That's so crazy. So crazy, bro. I gotta tell you. Oh, man. Like I said, this is 12 Days of Goutmas, part of 25 Days of Goutmas. I've been your host. Take care of yourselves, people. And be safe. See you tomorrow. Later.